Today's the 47th day of Tower of Fantasy on the global servers, and I kind of want to showcase my equipment and what you want to look for. First of all, we have or need to have a look over the weapons I use. I use two DPS type weapons. If you don't know, the icon next to the element defines what type of weapon it is. I forgot where exactly it says what type it is, but keep in mind this icon is for DPS type. This icon here is for healer. This one here is for defensive or more tank type. And I think that's like the three different roles you can have. I'm pretty sure they show it somewhere. I just forgot where they actually show it. Maybe, yeah, it's right here. So if you have two DPS type weapons, you get a final damage buff of 10%, and team plates increased by 40%. And yeah, each let's say combination has a different buff based on what it focuses on. So as you can see, we play Vault, two Vault weapons. Samir King is a fire element user, so he's yeah, or flame as you want to call it, and Nemesis also Vault. So now that we know what elements we use, we can have a look now on what equipment I have. I'm not saying this is the best equipment out there, but at least it's something to give you a grasp of what you want to look out for. So I think the two most important pieces are the boots and the gauntlet. So let's have a look on this set of boots here. That's a boot set you would consider good if it wasn't the boots. As you can see here, the ones I have equipped right now have fairly low crit. I had one before with almost 2000, but I made a trade-off as you can see here, right here. I have a high vault attack amount. Vault attack, or in general, elemental attack is very, very important in this game. You want to have as much as possible of it. As you can see right here, this one here also comes with vault attack. Actually, it also has frost attack and attack. If you didn't know, attack is a universal elemental attack. It will go onto all the elemental attack stats. So if I can actually show it to you right here, there's four different elemental attack. We have physical attack, we have flame attack, we have frost attack, and we have vault attack. Your total amount of attack will be calculated into any of these four elemental attacks. So if you have 5,000 attack, the 5,000 your 8,255 physical attack consists of that 5,000 attack and 3,255 physical attack. So with the flame attack, you would have 5,000 attack and then 4,690 flame attack, and so on and so forth. So I hope you get that concept. So back to the equipment. If we have a look on the boots, we have everything on here. We have crit and vault attack. Those are like arguably, based on my team, the best stats I want to focus on. This one here comes with attack and vault attack. It's actually a good piece. Again, as said earlier, if it wasn't the boots, you want to have crit on your boots. Why is that? Well, if we go back to the overall stats here, I have fairly low crit. I was 6,000, but with the changes I did, I fell back below 5,000, which is fine. So as you can see here, your crit stat says plus, my crit stat says plus 32.3% to crit when attacking the same level of opponent. The more crit you have, the higher it goes. Actually, I think I have a higher crit piece somewhere here, which I could show you. Yeah, as you can see here we have a little bit more crit, 1,000 more if I equip it, and I'll lose some CS for now. And we hit this one here, right here, you see, we had like a 6% increase of the stat. This is very, very important. You want to get as much possible, as much crit as possible. And when we go back to the other equipment, as you just saw, gauntlets also have the crit stat. And you want to have yeah, a gauntlet with as much crit as possible. However, you don't want to neglect the vault attack stat, the attack stat, and whatever. So if we have a look on this one right here, which I have equipped, we have a lot of attack that's 509, which contributes to every single element attack. We have vault attack 2, which is 243, not the highest roll possible, it's still fine, and we have 866 crit. If we compare it to this one here, we have similar vault attack stats, less than half of the crit. However, we get a 500 attack boost. If you compare these two, the one on the left has more value, as we have two resistance stats we don't really need. So this one here essentially has a higher value. And also we get some HP, which is pretty useful in game modes like Frontier, Clash, and the higher end game modes you would call them. All right, so we can have a look. I have an additional set of shorts. We can compare them. Both are pretty good. It was a tough decision to decide which one's more useful to me. If you have a look, both come with a set of attack, flame attack, vault attack, and then the difference is HP or frost resistance. Both got one roll. As you can see right here, if you make the comparison, what is better overall for your stats? Now this one, even though I play vault attack comp, this one comes with almost 700 vault attack, 200 flame attack. This one he has a 440 flame attack stat and a only 262 vault attack. However, thanks to the 255 attack, you can add it onto each of the stats. I thought, okay, maybe this one will have more value as I obviously play multiple elements in the team. So even though the vault attack is higher here, this piece will end up granting better stats to my account. So the next piece is something, yeah, quite unique and fairly rare, you could say. Is this bracelet here I have, which comes with full attack, 4 different attack stats. We have flat attack, we have flat vault attack, we have flat physical attack, we have 700 40 flame attack, and yeah, I don't think I will be replacing this anytime soon. If you get a piece like this, make sure to keep it, don't throw it away. It will buff your damage immensely. So then we have this helmet. The helmet sucks, unfortunately. I haven't been able to get another one or a better one. Yeah, I will be looking out to farm and see if I can get something better. The shoulder plate is quite okay. We have a lot of vault attack, almost 800. We have a lot of flame attack, almost 500, and we have flat attack and HP. I don't think I'll be replacing this one anytime soon, unless I get something much better. So we have the chest plate. The chest plate is all right. We have some vault attack, a lot of HP. It's actually 2 rolls into it, and then one physical attack, which got 1 roll. We have this one here. As you can see, it has physical attack 505. That means 2 rolls and 1 vault attack upgrade. We still have 2 possible rolls. It could end up being better than the one I have here right now if we get the next 2 rolls on vault attack, and hopefully those are higher rolls. But as of now, I'm gonna stick to the one I have right here. So my belt is not that great, as you can see. 2 rolls into HP. Even though it was a 1-to-4 ratio of actually rolling into the HP, we got 1 roll into vault attack, a really high roll. Actually, never mind. A really low roll, 2 low rolls into the vault attack, 1 attack upgrade, and yeah. So those are like all my equipments. As you can see, the focus on the equipment is to get as much attack and crit as possible. I think that should be self-explanatory. If you have more attack and crit, you'll obviously deal more damage, and that's what matters the most in this game, to be honest. Your HP doesn't really matter, because most of the bosses will probably one-hit you. If you do Frontier Clash, for example. So what you want to have is you need a lot of damage, and your dodge game needs to be on peak. You have to be able to dodge bosses' attacks. That's fairly easy. I think I should probably upload a video on how to properly dodge enemies. But yeah,